Welcome to Wilmington, Delaware, with its row houses and historic district. Just spend some time here, wandering around, talking to the locals. It doesn't take long to hear a familiar phrase.
I have known the Bidens for a long time.
August Muzzy, or Muzz as everyone calls him, has spent a lifetime bent over the grill at Angelo's Luncheonette. It's in a neighborhood called the Old 40 Acres. All his customers, it seems, are friends. And in the back, with all the Elvis paraphernalia, Muzz pulls out some of the tributes former Vice President Joe Biden has sent him over the years.
Every time he ran for the Senate, he would always come in here and we would do shots, like publicity shots, and we would be in a lot of his pamphlets and all that, which was also a nice thing.
The entire Biden family would often pop in for a sandwich, a chance to tuck themselves into a booth and know they could just be themselves. Catherine Maxwell worked on Biden's first campaign back in 1972.
He was someone that I think once you met him for the very first time, you were a Joe Biden fan.
Hey guys!
Some stories here are legendary, like the fact Biden took the train home from D.C. every evening because he wanted to see his children. The station in Wilmington now bears his name. Some stories, not so well known, like the spontaneous outpouring of support here when his son passed away.
When Bo died, there were thousands and thousands of people at the train station. And that's when I learned that grief can bring a community together. And that's exactly what happened.
Biden grew up in a lower income household. His father was a car salesman. In his late teens, the former vice president worked as a lifeguard at this pool, which is now also named for him. Back then, this was a black neighborhood. His old friend, Richard Mouse Smith, says Biden was a skinny white kid trying to keep gang members in line. What did Mouse and others teach Biden?
Surviving, how to love yourself, how to respect each other, how to know that there's a bunch of people that got your back.
Biden has had his share of missteps during his political career. He was one of 61 senators that supported a 1994 crime bill that mandated stiffer sentences for those who broke the law. Biden is also accused of exaggerating his effort in the push for civil rights. And he said this on a popular morning radio show with host Charlemagne.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
The blowback was instant. Many African Americans believing Biden was taking black votes for granted or wasn't worthy of their support. Mouse says the comment is taken out of context, and he says the young Biden was constantly taking heat from whites for having black friends.
And they used to tease him about all you black or all you white. And that's where he got that concept on, if you black and you don't vote for me, then you must not be black. Because that's some of the slang that he heard growing up growing up and stuff.
And perhaps more than anything, people in Wilmington believe Biden can use a lifetime of knowledge to embrace real bipartisan support and hopefully try to unify a fractured nation.
If he's not the one, I could not tell you anyone else that I would rather see get in there to bring the country back together.
Sean Caleb's CGTN, Wilmington, Delaware.